yes, it is often regulatory, and yes, you can have purists who make people crazy. But at the same time, if you go to any place, whether it be Jamestown or Newport or Bristol, you go to places where historic preservation is respected, however, crazy it makes some people, they have higher property values as a result. They have walkable places, and it's a lot of beauty to be preserved. Coventry's a different place. You'll have to feel your way through the whole regulatory side of it, but in the meantime, there's a lot of good work that can be done.
I agree, and I'm for this. However, the consensus seems to be that if you thought the historic commission have to give us a small presentation, then, I'll entertain a motion to table this until maybe next meeting, or...
Yeah, I don't think they're on any specific timeline.
No, okay,
I do think that they're
not
not really
against it,
comfortable.
but it would really be nice for us and for the taxpayers.
I think it's a good idea. I don't know who the public speaker is among them, but we'll figure that out.
Probably.
Yeah, at this point, it becomes like a phantom organization because nobody really knows
Right.
what it is.
Well, again, that was my fault, not theirs.
It'd be nice to get everybody up here to do that.
Yeah, so with that being said, you have another comment? You make that motion, do we have a second?
I'll second it.
Okay, we have a motion, we have a second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All opposed? Ayes have it. Yeah, if you could just ask them to come in, that'd be great. And
Okay.
like I said, we're not opposed, but just the one commission would be nice.
Okay.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, Caroline.
Okay, the next item on the agenda, number 3, Madam Clerk.
Tax abatements, $8,413.05, and additions, $15,554.43.
Okay, good evening.
His mic's not on.
Turn it on.
I looked at the switch and everything, sorry guys.
Been here long enough to know that. Yeah, exactly.
All right, so, abatements, additions, this will probably be the last batch of additions because we really only supplement until the December 31st date, so probably not gonna have any more on the addition side, maybe a couple little small ones here and there. Abatement should be trickling off as well. I do have one more board hearing tomorrow night, so they may grant possibly some appeals tomorrow night, but if there's any questions about anything specific.
Once again, as far as I'm concerned, it's really put together nice. I like the way you do it. I keep saying that every
Great,
month, but
great, appreciate
it's
that.
good. And does anybody else have any questions on abatements?
Motion.
Okay, a motion, we have a motion, we have a second. We have a second? All in favor?
Aye.
All
Thank
opposed?
you.
Ayes have it. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, the next item on the agenda is number 5. Clerk?
Yeah, can we do C4?
Oh, I'm sorry, yes, skip right over 4.
3 appointments to the Sewer Assessment Board of Review.
Okay, I don't believe I see anybody here, but could be a little more organized. The 3 members that we were going to put on the board of review was Mike Sakosha, Glenn Skirka, yeah, I just mentioned the name, Mike Sakosha, and Tony Raposa. So the chair will entertain a motion to accept and put those 3 on the Sewer Assessment Board of Review.
I'll make a motion to appoint those 3 individuals to the sewer.
I'll second the Vice President's motion.
Do we have a vote, we have a motion, we have a second, do we all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Ayes have it, motion carries. Are any of those people here at this time? I don't see anybody, so Madam Clerk, if you could just notify them that they will have to come in at their convenience to get...
The only question I have, Mr. President, is that I do see there are 3 staggered terms here. In which order should we place them?
Well, the term expired in 21. You see how Glenn would be the chairman. I think he has a lot of knowledge. I personally, I'm sorry, I was overlooked that myself too. I don't have a motion problem putting Glenn on 21, and it doesn't matter either two. I mean, it just we could put Tony Raposa on the 20 and Mike Sakosha on 19. Anybody have a? I mean, it's just.
But I
agree.
Vice President being the chairman of the Sewer
Yeah, I
Committee,
agree.
I think he should have the longer term.
Okay, so does it need to be
Yes, he
redone?
suggested that we
Okay.
should do it.
So-
So, all right, so what I will do is make the motion to appoint Tony Raposo to the term ending or expiring November 30th, 2019, Mike Sakosha to the office expiring November 30th, 2020, and Glenn Skirka to the office expiring November 30th, 2021.
Okay, so we have that.
Second that motion.
Okay,
We're appointing someone for just like we're appointing someone for a 7-month period.
Yes,
To fulfill an
Well,
open
because-
position?
He's going to serve until another is appointed to serve in his place.
And then chances are it'll come back before us to a reappoint later in the year to
Okay,
the
this is
term,
only
which will now
seven.
go to for the 3 years after that.
Okay, so we have a motion, I'm looking for a second.
Second.
Okay, we have a second, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Ayes have it, motion carries. Okay, the next item on the agenda, Madam Clerk.
Resolution that the Coventry School Committee respectfully requests the Rhode Island General Assembly stabilize the level of state education aid at an amount no less than the highest level of state educational aid funding for the previous fiscal year funding except for adjustments based on enrollment changes.
Mr. President,
Yes.
that resolution should say that the Coventry Town Council respectfully requests, because that is the resolution in the packet that we have, which is C5.
C5, Coventry, yes, it does.
Town
say
Council.
Town Council, so it should be worded, resolution of the Coventry Town
Town
Council.
Yeah, we can't make a resolution for the school committee.
So with that change being noted, the resolution stays the same except for Coventry Town Council. Would you care to give a, yeah, just a second, if we would, maybe a second. Mr. Manager, do you care to give a recap on that? You familiar with it? Were you just?
This is something that's going to most communities, both the school departments as well as the town councils, in an attempt to ask the General Assembly to do what we basically asked them to do the other night at our legislators meeting, which is to stabilize funding so the cities and towns have an understanding of what's coming from one year to the next, as opposed to the way it goes now, where we're waiting right up until the end to the governor's budget, and whatever she decides, we have no idea. They could cut $2 million from the appropriation.
And it's very difficult for us to set a budget up not knowing.
Without that.
A couple of years ago, that happened to us at the last minute, they cut money from us. So let's go, you have a question?
Yeah, I don't have a question, I have a statement. The other night when we met with the legislature and the school committee, it was very clear that the school committee understands that the town of Coventry has a legal obligation for maintenance of effort, which means we cannot give them less money this year as we did, than we did last year. We have to meet our maintenance of effort by at least equaling what we gave them the previous year. Unfortunately, the state is not being held to the same standard. So some years they get a little bit more, some years they get a lot less, and in the meantime, the taxpayers are the ones that are left holding the bag to make up the difference. So this is a request on behalf of the town to the state of Rhode Island to let us know in advance of setting our budget what their give to the Coventry School Department is going to be, so we can set our budget respectfully without laying it on the back of the taxpayers. So it's asking the state of Rhode Island for a maintenance of effort, just like the town of Coventry is held to.
And
That's what this is.
I did receive something from the Smithfield School Department, basically saying the same thing. Their
Right, they
school
want to do the
departments
same
are
thing.
asking for this, so it's just us asking for the state to step it up and let us know.
Now, does that letter state that have the school committees sent their own resolutions?
Yes,
Yes, they
I'm
did.
happy to speak to this because I was the one who asked for it to be.
That's why I'm looking your way.
Please do.
Yes, the Coventry School Committee did approve a resolution, just like the one that we have here, except I'll call your attention to the last section on C5, which says resolve. And it just says that the town council of the town of Coventry authorizes the Rhode Island General Assembly to stabilize the level of state educational aid at an amount no less than the highest level of state educational aid funding for the previous fiscal year funding, except for adjustments based on enrollment changes. We know that there will be adjustments based on enrollment. If our enrollment goes down, we might see an adjustment down. We can't anticipate that. But the Coventry School Committee did receive a resolution from the North Kingstown School Committee asking them to support this. So Coventry School Committee did approve a resolution, and then other municipalities are also sending in a resolution so that we can show support not only at the school level but also at the municipal level, because we all benefit if there is a change to the funding formula. So I respectfully ask my colleagues on the town council to approve this resolution.
If any other council members want to see the copy of the Smithfield one, they request it. It's pretty much the same thing, but they also requested it. So I guess with that being said, the chair will entertain a motion.
I will make the motion with the corrections that were appropriate on the agenda.
Okay, we have a motion. Do we have a second?
I second it.
Okay, we have a motion, we have a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All opposed? Ayes have it, motion carries. Okay.
Thank you.
Item number 6, Madam Clerk.
Motion to renew tow list applications. First one, do you want to take them all separate or together?
I'm sorry, you do them all, please.
Yeah, all together.
Twin City Towing Incorporated, 95 Tyoke Avenue. Number 2 is Moore's Motor Servicing, 487 Washington Street. Number 3 is Pat's Wrecker Service, 596 Tyoke Avenue, per section 231-2E of the town ordinance.
Okay, thank you. The last last meeting, we had this on, and there were some questions on one of the, which was Pat Record Service, and there were some concerns, and we have information given to us this evening that the concerns have been taken care of, they've been looked into, so there's no problem with the police department and with any other towing. So I guess with that being said, there's no questions, the chair will entertain a motion to accept that.
Motion to accept.
I'll second it.
We have a motion, we have a second. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Ayes have it, motion carries. Okay, the section D, license for discussion and action. Madam Clerk, would you be so kind as number 1, please?
This is a Class F liquor license for St. John and Paul Parish Corp. doing business as Father John V. Doyle School, 343 South Main Street. The event is going to be on 3/2/19, 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. Silent auction to benefit the school's technology program.
Mr. President, I've got a question of the solicitor. Do these require a public hearing, seeing as that they're liquor license applications?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes, they're all revolving
They
liquor
all revolve.
license.
So, is it all
You
right?
can have a public hearing for all of them.
For all of them, we'll do. Why don't we,
Keep it
yeah,
open and-
Should we read all 3?
why don't we do that, Madam Clerk, why don't you read all 3, and then we'll vote, we'll have a public hearing, and then we'll vote on an individual basis, so if you would be so kind.
Number 2 is new Class F liquor license for St. Vincent de Paul Church, 6 St. Vincent de Paul Street. The event is going to be on 3/3/19 at 5 p.m. It's a Mardi Gras potluck. Number 3 is an outdoor expansion of premises, Sherry's Come Along Inn, 402 Washington Street, Sunday, March 17, 2019, St. Patrick's Day Parade.
Okay, so the chair will entertain a motion to open public hearing concerning the 2 liquor licenses, which would be number 1 and 2.
Mr. President, if I may, I've asked this town solicitor for an opinion on this. I don't have public hearing listed, at least not on my agenda. It's not listed to go to public hearing. It's not listed on the agenda. Are we still within our purview if we go to public hearing on these, or should we table them until a public hearing can be advertised?
Well, the problem with table them is they're going to be running into their events, which
The
I,
public hearing is required by state law. In the circumstances here, I think you could probably, Class Fs.
This is for a one-night affair.
Right,
It's a one-night
right.
But they
affair.
all, and that was my question, do we need to have a public hearing? Usually the liquor licenses we do, no matter whether and what it is.
We can schedule.
Yeah, but
I always err on the side of caution with public hearings. I'm not sure if Class Fs actually require it.
Mr. President, before we go any further, I'd like to make a motion that we table this.
well, wait, if we table this to the next meeting, their event will already be done. It's again,
no, these are all they're March events.
These are the beginning of March.
we have
events,
one more
and we have
meeting in
one on
February.
They are March events.
Right, I would just rather err on the side of caution and rather than take a chance. I will vote to
Let's just ask with the solicitor, he's looking it up right now to see if it even requires a public hearing.
Let's table it for now. If there's no necessity of a public hearing on the Class Fs, which I think there might not be.
There, yeah, under the comment section, it does say requires no advertising for
Class F.
Class F, right.
So we're looking for an opinion from you, is,
I'm gonna have it in a matter of minutes.
okay,
I
well,
just need to
we'll
look
wait,
it up.
take your time. I'd rather, if we would be legal for us to do it, well, then we certainly would rather pass it for them now, but,
Okay. Clock starts now.
this might be a good time for us to take a 5-minute recess to use the bathroom. So that would be great. 5 minutes.
Recess.